Does anyone else hate that Zelda's getting a live-action movie? I don't know what Nintendo is thinking. But before we get into today's video, please take the time to subscribe and like the video if you are enjoying this type of content. I'm trying to expand my community and I would love to have you be a part of it. But now let's get back to the Zelda movie. When I first heard the murmurings of a Zelda movie, I had my reservations. The Mario movie was fantastic in my opinion. I really loved that film. I think they did an excellent job. I thought it was funny. I thought it really captured the whole Mario aesthetic very well. And it felt like a good first movie for Nintendo and their new cinematic universe. But then I was worried because I don't think Zelda would really work in like this CGI comedic type of film. But I was like, okay, maybe they'll get a new director, maybe they'll give it a different tone, make it more serious, and maybe a CGI film could work for Zelda. But then it was revealed that the film was going to be live action, and I lost all my hype, and I was pretty repulsed to hear that. I do not think Zelda should ever be in live action. Us anime fans know how badly an adaptation can be. Death Note, Cowboy Bebop, Dragon Ball, all awful. Even the One Piece adaptation, which people consider pretty good, is just like okay at best if we're really looking at it. Whenever there's like a fight scene in that show, it doesn't always look the best. And I'm worried that Zelda's going to look so cringy in live action. I'm worried like the battle scenes are just going to look so fake when animation could have just made it look so beautiful. And it's just so annoying because we know why they're doing this. They want to make Zelda more popular, and sadly, general audiences prefer to watch live action over animation. And it's just like, okay, great, now ruin your franchise. We saw what a live action Mario was. We don't need that happening to Zelda now. Of course, we haven't seen any trailer for this film. Maybe once I see it, maybe I'll have a different perspective, but I find it very hard to be excited for this. Personally, as a longtime Zelda fan, this is not what I wanted in the slightest. It's very frustrating as a Zelda fan to see this franchise just totally be transformed in the last few years. Seeing how it's been like modernized and normalized to appease to a much wider audience. And it's sad because Zelda was something so special to me, something I loved a lot in my adolescence. And I feel myself drifting farther away from it as the years go by. Of course, there has been bright spots in the last few years as well. Echoes of Wisdom really made me so happy. That game was fantastic. And the Skyward Sword HD remaster was great. I loved being able to finally play that game. Also, Link's Awakening remake was incredible. But when it comes down to the core Zelda experience now, it feels like it's for someone else. And my last Zelda video, I saw how us old Zelda fans really feel. A lot of you were upset about where the Zelda franchise is heading. And I feel like this movie is a way to push away the old fans and bring in new ones. Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, they sold so much money. They want this audience. They want as much money as possible. So it makes sense to try to appease to a wider audience. I'm very interested to see what type of tone this film is going for. Are they going to make it more like Lord of the Rings? Are they going to have that whimsical, heroic tone, or are they going to go for something a little bit more darker? Zelda has a very specific Japanese tone to it that makes it very unique to that culture, and I really hope they're able to nail that in the film. But I don't think they will, and that's what makes me worried, that this film will not feel like Zelda in the slightest. Another thing that I don't want to see is just an actor playing Zelda or Link or Ganondorf. It's I don't need that in my life. I didn't need someone playing Goku. I didn't need someone playing Luffy. These are animated characters who should just stay animated. And I feel like some of these video game characters should just stay in the animated space, right? Of course, there are some games that work well in live action, especially Sony games because they're already movies to begin with. But Nintendo stuff should stick to animation. It should not be trying to move into live action. What I wanted from a Zelda film is pretty simple. I would just want Studio Ghibli to make a Zelda film. I feel like if Nintendo and Studio Ghibli got together and made a Zelda film, it would probably be the greatest animated film of all time. I really feel like they are a match made in heaven. They both have that same Japanese natural vibe to it, and I really feel like Studio Ghibli would have made such an excellent Zelda film. So, you know, in Link's Awakening, there's the intro cutscene with that animation. I feel like that also could have made such a fantastic art style for a Zelda movie. And you know what? Maybe they should have just made a freaking full-length Wind Waker film using the graphics from the game. I would much rather watch that than a live-action Zelda movie. But, of course, we haven't seen anything substantial from the film. We don't even know who's going to be acting in it. So I can't say with certainty if the film's going to be awful or not. But I'm finding it very hard to be excited for this. So I hope I'm wrong. I hope the film does turn out great. I would love for there to be an amazing Zelda film. But I do think making it live action was a misstep. So let me know what you think about the Zelda film in the comments below. Are you happy that it's going to be live action? Do you wish it was an animated film instead? I would love to hear from you guys. Thanks for watching and take care, everyone.